What's going on, everyone? In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and show you all the cool hidden features and some tips and tricks that this awesome smart speaker can do. So it doesn't matter if you have the regular size HomePod or the HomePod Mini, you should be able to perform these same things, find these same features on both those two smart home voice assistant speakers. That's a title. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and go through all the hidden features and some tips and tricks you could do with these nifty small devices. Let's get started. So besides being able to ask Siri for the latest news, weather forecasts, or set a timer, there's a lot more you could do than just that. For starters, if you're playing music, it doesn't even have to be Apple Music, it could be a third party like Google Music as a fine example. Whatever audio is playing on your device, like an iPhone for example, if you actually walk up towards one and literally tap it, it will give you a haptic tap and the music will literally transfer from your phone to the HomePod. And as an added bonus, if you have two of these in the same room, you can actually have them paired stereo. And if you don't know how to do that, just simply on your iPhone, launch the Home app or other devices equipped with the Home app. In this application, long press on any HomePod, scroll down to the gear icon, and create stereo pair. Select this, select the HomePod that's in the same room, and here you could reverse left to right as well. So now those two devices are stacked up together. So now any audio that's playing through the HomePods in that room is going to be stereo, which is quite nice. And if you want to reverse this, just simply go back, hit the gear icon, and just scroll all the way down to ungroup accessories. And now you can separate those two HomePods. Now, still in the setting tab, if you actually scroll down to automations, if you enable this, basically what this allows you to do, whenever you leave the room, it will automatically pause whatever media was playing. This could be a podcast or a third-party app of any kind. Whatever audio was playing on the HomePod, as soon as you leave the bedroom, the HomePod doesn't detect you, it will pause, so it doesn't continue playing once you leave the household. Now, a new feature that was recently added was the Intercom, which this will allow you to have access to basically intercom any HomePod that you have in your household. You could have them all synchronized at once, so they'll send one message throughout your entire home, or you can select certain separate rooms. If you don't know how to set this up, it's really easy. So first thing first, on the Home application, tap the little house icon and just hit Home Settings. Scroll down to Intercom. Here you can select the settings that you want to adjust, so receive notifications whenever, when I'm at home, or always. I like to leave it at home. And then select a profile paired to your iCloud account that you want them to have access to do this. So I selected myself, and that's on, and you can select the HomePods that you want. So we have the bedroom HomePods all enabled. So now, with that said and done, our HomePods are already set up. So on the top right corner of the Home application, you can just tap these audio waves, and this will do an intercom every HomePod at once. And if you have an Apple Watch, if you launch the Home application, you could intercom right here as well by just tapping here. But if there's a certain room you want to select, either using Siri on your laptop, iPhone, or Apple Watch, you could request Siri to intercom that said room. So you can say the bedroom or the kitchen, and if you have a HomePod in those places assigned to those rooms, it will intercom that specific HomePod. And if you're looking for recipes, you can always request Siri to send you recipes literally to your phone, so you can read those articles or whatever research you want to research and visualize everything on your display. So you guys literally ask a HomePod to send you stuff to your phone. But if you happen to lose a iPhone, iPad, or any other Apple device, you can always request Siri to help locate it by simply asking it, the phrase, that word, that sentence, and locate phone, and it will pin your device like so. And yes, this also applies on the Apple Watch, and if you look closely, it will actually utilize the heart rate sensor in the back to flash green, so you can locate it faster. Now, if you're having a hard time sleeping, Ambient Sounds are free on the HomePod. There's no need to download third-party apps or subscribe to a weird subscription like you would on an Echo device. As a fine example, if you request Siri to, let's say, hey, you know that name, play ocean sounds, and Siri will legit play high-quality audio clip of ocean sounds. You can request for fire, campfire, chimney, cafe. If it's an ambient sound that exists and it's popular, the HomePod is very likely to already have it built in. No subscription required. And if you have an Apple TV, you can also request Siri to turn on your television and turn off. Now, some settings that I recommend to adjust is if you want Siri to give you a feedback sound when it's listening, you could actually go ahead and enable that by going back into the Home app, long press on the HomePod, scroll all the way down, and where it says light when using Siri, you could enable that, but I like to also enable sound when using Siri. This way you can hear feedback to know that Siri is already listening, so you don't have to yell Siri multiple times. Now, if you ever set up the Hey Siri feature on your device, either on your iPhone or the HomePod or any other device that supports Siri, then voice recognition is already enabled. Which this means basically if you request Siri to read a personal message with the HomePods, it will read it out loud. But in case you have somebody that you know, or you just don't want to risk finding out that somebody may have a similar voice like yours to trigger and trick Siri believing that's you, you could disable this personalized feature setting. If you go back into the HomePod app location by long pressing on the HomePod, if you scroll all the way down to personal requests, here is where you can actually go ahead and disable that. So you can disable separate HomePods like so, or disable all of them. Now, cool little trick with the HomePod Minis, since they do connect with a USB-C port, you can take a power bank and connect it this way, and I guess create a portable speaker. Now, unfortunately, these HomePods do not connect via Bluetooth, they connect with Wi-Fi only, so if you're within your home Wi-Fi range, you should still be able to use these just fine. So you can literally take these to your backyard this way, or in your garage if you're working on something, and I guess have a portable HomePod. And another quick overview, I guess, just to make sure we're all on the same page. The controllers on the HomePod is really easy. Tap and hold, this will automatically launch Siri depending on the colors, and then you have the volume rockers right here. And then a simple tap will resume your music, another tap will pause it, double tap will skip to the next track, and then a triple tap will allow you to go back to a previously played track. One fell on the floor. But there you guys have it. That is basically all the cool things you could do on any HomePod. It doesn't have to be necessarily the minis, but those are the useful features, some tips and tricks that I found that you could get a lot of good usage out of these cool smart home virtual home assistants. And another pro tip, if you have the white one, make sure your hands are clean before you pick it up, because this one's starting to stain. I've only been using it for a couple days now. That's crazy. Guys, if you'd like to see more tech content similar to this, make sure you are subscribed. But not only that, feel free to watch this video over there, as that is a video that YouTube is suggesting specifically for you. If you have the new iPhone, make sure to also check out this video as I go through some unique settings and hidden features that you could do with just a camera on these latest generation iPhones with those new camera arrays. So feel free to watch either or. Again, thanks so much for watching. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.